Welcome back to News OK Studios. I am Varsity sports writer Adam Kemp. I'm joined today by our Big All-City Track Runner of the Year, Jed Helker. Jed, how are you doing, man?
I'm great.
It's good to have Jed back. We actually had him earlier in this year. He was our cross-country runner of the year. And after a really dominant, definitely a dominant state showing for Jed here, we have him back for another award. Jed won 4 events individually, or 3 individually, 1 relay event at this year's state tournament. Kind of tell me about those events and what did you win in?
So, I mean, the first 2 days was a 4x8 and the 2 mile. It was windy, but my team and the 4x8 got me the baton in a good position, and we've gotten second the past 2 years, so to win that one, that was really special. But then, I mean, each race it was like, all right, you got to come back and refocus on the next race. So came back for that 2 mile, and it was windy, but it was a tactical race, and got out there and was just able to win it in that last 400 meters. And then same thing with that 800 mile. It was just all a sit and kick race, and so, but they were all really fun there, to say the least. So yeah.
You're right. I think overall that's 4 miles worth of running over a 2-day stretch. How do you kind of keep your legs when you are, tasked with running so many distance events?
Yeah. Well, 6 months of kind of leading up to that, training and getting ready for trying to recover and things. I think that wind kind of played to my advantage in the sense that we weren't going super fast until that last lap, so my legs weren't getting super exhausted. Yeah, I was tired, but I was able to just kind of sit in there and just wait until that last 100. And when you kind of see the finish line that close to you, you're just like, it's worth it to hurt this, like just about 10 more seconds. Like, I'm gonna go get this. So that's kind of how it was every race, just trying to recover, but then also just hang in there long enough to where I could sprint in the end and try and get that win.
Right.
So.
And from your 4 wins, that helped Memorial go on to be the state champions 3 out of the last 4 years for you guys. What is kind of that feel like to know that you had such a large hand in this year's title?
Yeah. Well, I mean, freshman, sophomore year was really fun to go out there and win that. Sophomore year, we had a big team, and we did a great job. Freshman year was my first year. I was really fortunate to get to experience that. Last year, we got second, and it's kind of a bummer. We went through a lot of injury, so to come back this year and get that title, to be honest with you, we were really shorthanded. We had our best sprinter was actually out. He had a hamstring problem, so we thought, we were like, all right, let's try and go get on the podium there. If we win, that'd be great, but we were kind of shooting for runner-up a little bit there, and you could ask our coaches. They were like, we thought we would get runner-up. So to lead the team to that, I mean, it means so much. This one definitely, even more so than freshman and sophomore year, it was really, really special. So
shorthanded, though, that your coach had to ask you to actually run in it. You had qualified for, was it the 800?
Yeah, I qualified in the 800. All
but
those
coach
3.
you didn't know if going into it if you were going to run it or not.
Exactly. We had 2 other guys in that event, and those guys were really quality runners. We were kind of like, all right, I think you guys could get those points. And I was wanting to kind of rest for the mile. I've always wanted to win that mile. I think I've podiumed every year, but I've never won it. So I really wanted to rest up for it. But my coach just about 45 minutes before was like, hey, we need some points in this. You don't have to win. Like, just try and get out there and get on the podium. And it ended up in my hands.
I think I remember that one specifically because you really held off. You were in the back for the majority of the race, and it was maybe the last 200 meters or so. You really had to work your way to the front and got ahead of everyone. Your technical ability, you talk about it a lot, of learning how to run a technical race. Could you have won that race just a few years ago even, or is this something you've learned?
So, I mean, racing in Oklahoma is very specific with the wind and everything, so I've learned to just stay in the back of the pack there. I watched professional runners run that way, just like sit in the back and then just wait until that last 200. You'll save up a lot of energy to kind of do that. But yeah, with Oklahoma, when you got to come in to the wind all the time, you got guys swinging out in the lane 3 and 4, and I've just learned these past few years, just like, you know what, just be patient, sit in that lane 1, sit in the back, and you can make your move later. Everyone tries to swing out, and it opens up that lane 1 to just move up. It was pretty risky, though, doing that, because that last 150, I had to make some pretty, like, chippy moves to try and get through.
Yeah,
and
you're
get
weaving
around.
in and out,
yeah,
and trying to get in front of the guys.
Exactly.
Heading to Wichita State next year.
Yes, sir.
Excited to head that way?
Oh, I am. They've got a great track and cross country program. Really excited with the cross country team. I think over my 4 years, goal is to hopefully try and get to nationals. That'd be awesome. But even more so focused on track. They've got a great track team, some really great milers. So super excited to go out there and train under some guys that are really some quality runners, and a great coach who's brought some guys along really well. So I can't wait.
This senior year for you, I mean, cross country championship, track championship, could it have gone any better?
I mean, I don't think so. It was truly a blessing just to, I mean, these are goals that I've always wanted, and I remember my freshman year watching guys try and go get these 4 distance events, and everyone, like some of the best runners, they're probably even faster than me, but there's other faster runners out there. That's just hard to try and beat them and then come back in another race and get it. So like, it was truly a blessing for me to get to do all 4 of these, and then also cross country with it. I mean, it was super special, something I've always wanted, and it's still kind of hard to believe that it came true.
Right, okay. We'll see more of Jed later this summer at our All-City Prep Sports Awards. For more sports coverage, visit us at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.